And it says live.
Yeah, it lies.
And this is our new mascot.
Also, apparently, a unit of measurement for NASA.
Yeah.
Because apparently,
A frazzled giraffe.
an asteroid the size of half a giraffe was either recently impacted or did a close flyby the Earth. How the hell?
I want to know, is it front half, the back half?
Yeah.
The right side or the left side?
Did they grind it up and half by weight, or is it by volume?
Yeah. Don't ask me.
We are so sick.
Don't know.
We're so sick.
Actually, I think that's more our local mascot now.
No kidding.
Kind of fits with the. Why couldn't it hit a white? Yeah, good question, Sean. Speaking of the White House,
how's that space program coming along?
Not so much the space program, but McGiraffe burgers. So now that'd probably be better than camel burgers.
Anything's better than camel burgers.
Yeah. Yesterday, Biden finally came out and said Putin is a war criminal.
Okay.
And the White House immediately started walking it back.
Backtracking it, crawdadding it.
Today, Blinken said Putin is a war criminal. I don't think they know whether they're going, coming, or sideways.
They don't have a clue, and Putin doesn't care.
Yeah, Sean, that's definitely true. Other than Biden's hindrances, Kamala Burris, no, God, no, Dark A.
Okay, now I get that memory, that image out of my head. Thank you very much.
It takes two to know one. Rick.
Wow.
Wow. Well, this didn't even get a chance to get near the rails.
Nope. Rails? Where are we going? We don't need those stinking rails.
And the laughing you hear off to the side is Kortnee.
Kortnee, oh yeah, by the way, Kortnee's on here, giggling.
Does not want to be on camera today, but.
Not today. This is not a new look for me. I've had a straw hat this summer for how long?
Oh, hell, at least 10 years.
Jerry wore a booty hat, but I've always had a straw hat for the summer. Rita got me my first one, as a matter of fact, just like this.
Straws are nice. Yeah, COVID policies equal war on Americans. No kidding.
Somebody got me spun up the other day and was mourning the loss of a local restaurant we lost another restaurant due to COVID. And I hadn't had my coffee yet. So I immediately snapped back, and I shouldn't have. We didn't lose that restaurant due to COVID. We lost that restaurant due to the overreaction of COVID policies.
Yeah. Well, and the question is, what are they gearing up for the next one on?
I don't think it matters anymore. I really don't. I think people are tired. Rita was reading me something from the Jerusalem Post or Roaster Post, I think. Putin was going to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine for single-handedly defeating COVID, taking it right off the news.
Oh. Yeah, John, that interview with Corolla.
Yeah.
And
how long? We've been telling people this since the day 16 of.
Yeah, 2 weeks too.
You've been telling people what?
That masking children was not only not necessary, but detrimental to their mental and emotional well-being.
Yeah. And John's point, and Corolla made it the other night in his interview, it's crate training.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
The hardest things about 2 weeks to flatten the curve was his first 600 days.
Yeah. Yeah, the children, and I noticed it my grandkids.
Who will become adults.
They're 7 and 5. And their interactions with me were different this year than last year.
They're not used to seeing adult faces.
They're not used to seeing adult faces. The speech, there was no improvement in either one of them's spelling, math, anything else. Stop it. You know, and that scares me because what we're going to have is a
These folks are going to grow up to be in politics, and
yeah. Well, it's bad enough we got the damn millennials coming,
some of them aren't bad.
and these are going to be even worse. They're going to be
These-
less educated.
These are going to be damaged.
Well, Josh, I'm a few years older than you are. Yeah. Thank you for all the concern.
Oh, I am up to here on concerns.
Yeah, last year was alcoholic. Facial expressions. That's an excellent point because, and especially in very, very young children, those under the age of 2 or 3, they respond to facial expressions. That's how. Yeah. Shut up, Cedar. That's how children learn to mimic their adults, and that sets the habit for them. If they never see smiles, they never see frowns, they don't understand what they are, those kids are not going to know how to smile.
Well, they process the world through adult facial expressions long before they can process speech.
Yeah.
It's mothers smiling at babies is a time-honored classic example.
Yeah.
Babies learn to smile by watching mothers smile at them. And that's something you'll notice in women, new mothers, is smiling at the babies. Catch some baby's eyes and smiling.
Yeah. Well, it's also a reinforcement. You know, I'm your mommy. I'm the one that's feeding you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's other reinforcements as far as that goes.
Depending on what the mother happens to be eating or drinking at the time, maybe a flow-through process, which may be why both the grandkids like coffee.
A child of yours has coffee for blood? Say
Yeah.
it isn't so.
Maybe.
God. Oh, Cedar. Kelly needs to get in touch with you regarding PubShare, and me and Kortnee probably do too. He's looking at me funny.
Speaking of which, have we seen anything from them? I haven't.
From who?
PubShare.
PubShare on what?
On the anthology.
Which anthology?
Can't Go Home Again.
I've got mine.
I haven't seen anything.
Did you sign up for? Well, you have to sign up for the check, right?
Yeah.
Checks come quarterly.
Oh.
The electronic payments to PayPal come monthly, and the checks come quarterly.
Oh, okay. Mama's lattes, yeah. Except my daughter doesn't drink latte. She drinks some weird frou-frou crap in her coffee, which just sets my teeth on edge. Coffee is supposed to be black, period.
Now, I've had black coffee. I used to love black coffee. I burned my stomach out on it. Yeah, Cedar, PubShare, if you can either get your royalties via PayPal or via check. If you get it by check, it's a quarterly payment. If you go by PayPal, it's a monthly payment.
I guess I need to sign in a check.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, it's something like that.
I can, but when I got here earlier, I went across the street to our local small town grocery store and picked up stuff for everyone. I got Kortnee a Sprite and Rita some chicharrones. And I picked up what I refer to as a milk-based caffeine delivery system with chocolate overtones.
Okay.
One of those cold Starbucks bottled drinks.
Oh, God.
Milk-based caffeine delivery system.
Ugh. No.
Bottled sugar.
I can't do cold coffee either.
Nope, that wasn't cold coffee. It was a
Yeah.
milk-based caffeine delivery system.
RK, we know you don't like coffee, so that's fine. There are plenty of us that do.
It's not that I like it; it's that I've got to have it.
Say what, Sean? Trying to do something about the cuties?
Oh, that Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was thinking the little orange things. Because
Oh.
they're called cuties.
yeah, they are.
A cow on Red Bull. Oh God. Ugh. That's about as bad as a
Ooh, coffee lip balm.
Rottweiler on caffeine.
Oh Lord.
That was not fun that morning.
Oh, the first time Mochi went ears deep in my coffee cup was a revelation. I didn't think that little thing getting spazzier than normal.
Yeah. Yeah, Don, we know you like creamer in your coffee. Actually, you like a little coffee with your creamer.
I burned out my stomach on bad coffee. I've got to have creamer in my coffee, otherwise I get indigestion.
Yeah. Well, I guess I moved up the scale from the Navy shipboard coffee to regular chicory coffee. So I mean, I can screw some people up fixing chicory for fool's coffee.
Oh, I love chicory coffee.
Watch people bounce off the overhead.
I love chicory coffee.
And then unless you're ADHD, you might actually calm the group
Yeah,
down.
wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, Josh, I would hope that they can.
AG is going for it, so we'll see what happens.
That is just, it's patently ridiculous. And what concerns me, and you see it more now with these dance competitions, quote unquote dance competitions, getting younger and younger. One of my high school classmates' granddaughters are participating in that.
How old are the granddaughters?
They're 5 and 7 or 7, 6 and 8. And they are dolling those kids up with more makeup and other crap and putting them in skimpy outfits, and sending them out to do these dances. And it's like, what are you thinking?
But not only that, but some of the dancing, that's like Pee Wee cheerleaders. I like cheerleading competitions for 18-year-olds and for men and women who have developed their bodies, who have the muscle structure to support what they're doing.
Yeah.
Rita started showing me some of the cheerleading stuff. Holy crap, those folks are athletes.
Yeah.
But don't throw 10-year-olds around like that.
No. It's also rather dangerous. A good friend of mine I served with in the Navy, his sister broke her neck in college cheerleading.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Like I said, Rita got me, I think it was Navarro College or something.
Yeah.
It's a small county college out in somewhere in Texas that apparently is the powerhouse when it comes to cheerleading competitions.
Yeah.
And holy gods, those kids they're athletes. And the little girls are flinging around. Holy crap.
Yeah, Tom, I grew up drinking community coffee.
Hola, Tom.
Good to see you, my friend.
Has he
Looking
been on
forward to
here
seeing
before?
you in a
Has he been on here before? This is the first time for him.
first time. Oh God, yes, RK. That's even worse. As we know from various lawsuits from the Olympics level, and that's percolating down to the lower levels.
Well, my issue with that is the fact that the FBI dropped the ball not once but twice on that. And somebody should have been crucified.
Twice, hell.
Well, officially twice.
Yeah.
Some agent should have been crucified on the Quantico front lawn for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom. Strippers with more clothes on. Yep. Yeah, overtly gay affection in their animated works for children.
This screaming urge to sexualize prepubescent children really starting to concern me.
Well, you remember what Ray said?
Yeah.
This was coming.
Yep. Somebody pointed out there was a teacher somewhere that was on Twitter, what the hell it's called, being very proud of the fact that his students would come up and tell him what their gender was, what their gender identity was. And it's like, oh, okay. And it turns out he teaches fourth grade.
Yeah.
It's like, why the hell are you concerning yourself with anything about fourth grade children's gender?
Yeah.
Why the hell is that any of your business?
Well, he's a pedophile, first of all. Yeah. Yeah. Horses tend to chunk people off on a regular basis. either on purpose or accidental.
It doesn't matter.
Now, some bitches tend to snicker when they do it.
Yeah, they do. I've told you. Yeah, I know. I've told
Yeah.
you the story. Well, those, when I say little girls, compared to the guys, they're tiny. I'd say they're probably 5'2", 5'2",
Yeah.
and they're solid. But they're 18 to 22-year-olds, so their bodies have developed, their bones are good.
Yeah.
They don't have any growth plates to destroy. So when they're getting flung umpty squillion miles into the air by two power lifters down below, I'm not that worried about them.
Yeah. No, that's what happened to Mike's sister. Was the power lifters threw her and missed the catch, and she landed head first and went pop, and that was the end of that weasel. Took her 2.5 years to get out of actually be able to walk for the first time. Yeah, the other thing with a gymnast, I got drugged to one gymnastics competition years ago up in D.C., and this was a national level competition. So a lot of the Olympic players were there, and I'm looking at these girls and guys walking out, and I'm going, "Are we that far back?" And the girl that I was with looked at me and she said, "That small." She says, "They're 4'10" to 5'2" on the girls,
4'8" to 5'2",
and the boys are maybe 5'4". And it was like, oh, okay. Yeah, the sudden stop at the end.
Off on a different subject. This just for some reason just came to me. I stopped off at a local place coming back from a workout because I was a little bit hungry. I got a couple of corn dogs. And I go in and I buy my corn dogs, 2 for $2.99. We do love our 2 for $2.99 corn dogs. Go back out to the car, start rooting through the sack, and I noticed that there's something missing. Not the napkins. Napkins were there. There were no ketchup or mustard packets. No mustard packets whatsoever. So I walked back in and said, I'm sorry, I don't have any mustard for my corn dogs. And the little gal behind the counter with a not from around here accent said, "Oh, you didn't ask for mustard. Since when the hell
What?
do you have to ask for mustard with corn dogs? That'd be like asking for chicken fried steak and not getting gravy because you forgot to ask for it. It's a corn dog. Put the mustard packets in the sack, back away slowly, and nobody gets hurt. What the hell?"
Oh.
Some Yankee come down here and give me 2 corn dogs, no mustard, and looks at me like I'm daft. What the hell? Seriously, I can go back in and ask for mustard packets. Oh, I'd like a chicken fried steak. Very well, sir. Do you want gravy with that? Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. Well, did you get your mustard?
Yes.
Good.
And I got extra packets too, just because I was annoyed. She had 2 corn dogs. She has me 1 packet of mustard. What am I going to do with the rest of the bites, huh? That's the first bite.
Start creating your own bottle with you.
Well, that's about as bad as going up north and getting a salad, and they don't give you crackers. And then when you ask for crackers, they look at you funny. It's like, excuse me, what the hell do you eat with? Well, it's a salad. You eat the salad. I want crackers in my salad. And then they come out with these freaking Captain's wafers, which are not crackers.
I told you about Watertown, New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm TDY to Fort Drum. Don't go to Fort Drum. Just stay the hell away from Fort Drum. I'm TDY to Fort Drum. And my Texas butt is missing home something fierce. So I get a 48-hour pass from Fort Drum, and it's Watertown. It's Yankeeville. And I say, "Is there a Mexican restaurant?" And he says, "Oh, yes, sir. There is a fantastic Mexican restaurant. Take me to the Mexican restaurant." speaking of mustard with corn dogs, I walk in to this alleged Mexican restaurant, and I sit down, and they don't bring me something important. If you're in a bloody Mexican restaurant, or you call yourself a Mexican restaurant, you better have some chips and picante sauce. So I asked, and they brought out some Fritos and a bowl of Heinz ketchup that somebody had dumped some black pepper in and stirred. What the hell are you telling folks up there? Seriously? That's chips and picante sauce? Seriously?
They don't even bother to serve picante sauce.
No, it was Heinz ketchup with black pepper in it.
That's why my rule of thumb is I don't eat Mexican food east of the Mississippi for a very freaking good
Or
reason.
north of the Mason-Dixon line, for God's sake.
Yeah. No, Sean. Mexican food and Taco Bell, those words do not go in the same sense.
If you're in Texas, North Texas, and you eat at Taco Hell,
Yeah.
however, do yourself a favor and go to Taco Casa or Taco Cabana. Much better food, costs about the same, and it's better food.
Jesse, that's what's truly sad is people consider Taco Bell good Mexican food.
Am I the only one on here that watches the Venture Brothers? Does anybody, for those of you who watch the Venture Brothers, now anybody remember the episode with the trial of the monarch when Dr. Orpheus comes out of the bathroom and pronounces, "Do not go in there. I had Taco Bell for lunch." That's not a joke.
Yeah.
They're open at 1 a.m. and it's fast and cheap.
So's Whataburger. Watch your point.
You don't have Whataburger other places.
No, it's not Taco Bell, it's Taco Hell.
Taco Hell.
Yeah.
Taco Mayo was better than Taco Bell. I love Taco Mayo. Of course, it went pause up.
Yeah.
But I love Taco Mayo. And since I loved it, it went away. Taco Cabana. Taco Casa is best, but it's not everywhere. Taco Cabana is not bad. Their sidebar is great.
Now we've got a local Mexican restaurant we take people to here in Ichipal.
Yeah.
And we warn them ahead of time, do not start eating the salsa until you have a drink in your hand.
We are taking Tom. This is a warning, by the way, Tom. We're taking you to Chewy's.
Yeah.
And I'm going to warn you, make sure the little girls bring your drink before you tuck into the chips and salsa. Okay. What Chewy does, and Chewy's a good guy. Sketchy past.
Yeah.
Very sketchy past. Has enough Bic ink tattoos on his arms to own stock in the Bic Ink Company.
Yeah.
Kind of a sketchy past. I may have mentioned that. What Chewy does, he's got one of those 32, 33 gallon old oil barrels. And he takes said oil barrel, which has been boiled out, I don't know how many times, and stuffs it full of jalapenos and serranos until it's about full, it fills it full of water, and boils it for a couple of days until the peppers are mush. Angry is good. And then he adds other stuff to it, and apparently has lost the hazmat placard, but that's what he serves for salsa. And it's got a really good flavor. It's a fantastic flavor. It's also a little warm.
Yeah, Sanford, the day you got down there was one of his off days.
Must have been.
Yeah.
Because for those, my little sweetheart, Rita has a salsa tolerance that stomps mine all. She can eat stuff that I, and she got in there and got a big old dollop of chewy salsa on a chip, and apparently her ears started sweating. It's green. It should bubble.
Yeah.
It's green. It's kind of a green yellow, and it ought to bubble. something. It should smoke at least.
Yeah.
Anything that hot should have a warning signs. Rattlesnakes have rattles, skunks have stripes. These shits should either bubble or smoke.
Yeah. Uh,
It's good. I say it's good. There was another place that closed, Cieleta Lindo, and they had a salsa that was homemade, and the bit settled,
yeah.
and the top half was this glorious little Central Mexican salsa. But if you scrape down to where the sedum scrotum was hanging out, it was a skoshi bit warm. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, RK, I would just about guarantee you Chewy's would do that to you.
Oh, and the best, or the second best thing about Chewy's, first best thing is the waitresses. Second best thing is the fact that Abuelita in the back makes the tortillas every day. And the ones that don't get sold, she chops up and throws into the deep fat fryer to make the tortilla chips.
And these are tortillas that are literally
Oh, no kidding.
12 inches
No
in
kidding.
diameter.
And and he literally has at least one grandmother, his grandmother, and I think his wife's grandmother, working in the back.
Yeah.
And it's funny as hell because Chewy's not a small man.
Yeah.
And Chewy's got some scars. First time I went there, Rita found it. Fancy that. She loves chicken mole, and there used to not be any place in Wichita that sold chicken mole. So she was out banging around when she first got up here. I get a text that I found chicken mole. It's a great little Mexican place. Great, where is it? She tells me. I scoot down there, and holy crap, the food's good. So I come back, and I am waxing rhapsodical to the chief deputy about this great little Mexican place Rita found. Oh, fantastic Mexican place. He asked about it, and then he said, "Oh, Chewy's." And the sheriff in the very next office, I hear his chair spin around. He kicks off the wall, slides out in the common room, and says, "Chewy's, great place. Jock up next time." And I kind of looked at the chief. I said, "Did I miss something?" He said, "Obviously, pull the crime stats."
Yeah.
And I looked at the geographic location, and Chewy's is in no man's land, or DMZ, between the barrio and the ghetto. And there's a convenience store that used to be across the street that was robbed 43 times in 30 days. And I'm pretty sure Jim and I were there one time, was robbed twice while we were having lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, and he drags me down there and goes, "Oh, this is a nice place. You'll like it." When I walked in, I said, "I don't have enough gun."
That's correct. But we went in there, and it was weird because here we are, and this is an honest God Mexican place.
Yeah.
So you've got two men sitting on the same side of the table watching the door, which in Mexican culture is not done, not unless you're. So Chewy's looking at us, and I'm obviously a cop. And apparently Jim gives off cop vibes too, because about halfway through it, Chewy shakes his head, comes over, pats me on the shoulder, and said, "Boss, you're okay. You're here. I got you."
Yeah.
All right then.
we were both looking at the two assholes that we'd seen 2 weeks earlier
Yes.
in jail,
Yes.
sitting at the same table plotting,
Yeah.
glaring daggers at us.
But they weren't happy about. For some reason, they weren't happy with us.
Yeah.
But like I said, the best thing about it's the waitresses.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God, yes.
the waitresses, they're very Mexican girls, very Mexican. A lot of tattoos, and the little angels will bring out a steel hot plate on their polymer claws,
Yeah.
without the asbestos
No cloth,
sleeve.
no nothing.
Just here you go. And the time before the forces showed up, Jim and I think Rita were in there, and you could tell the brand of switchblade through the jeans.
Yeah.
Every one of them was carrying a switchblade.
Yep.
And if you're lucky, Chewy will get to you with his pool cue
Before they do.
before they cut you up, because they will stab you 11 times and smile sweetly the entire time they're doing it.
Kind of reminds me of some places I used to go in the Philippines.
We were there one time, and Chewy had screwed up. I mean, tell you he screwed up because there was rapid fire, feminine Mexican coming out of the kitchen.
At a high volume.
Oh, and she was mad. And little bitty old abuela comes out and she's shaking her finger at Chewy. And Chewy said something. And Jim looked at me and said, "Oh, that was smart ass." And this stale tortilla comes sailing out of the kitchen like a frisbee and cracks him beside the head. Whack!
Now you got to understand, Chewy is probably 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds.
Yeah,
And his abuela that came out of the kitchen might have been 5'2".
maybe 4'8".
Yeah. And maybe 100 pounds soaking wet with a pocket full of tortillas.
And somebody frisbeed a stale tortilla out, and the tortillas are 18 inches across. Wham! Nothing like a chocolate's made out of bread dough.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And these girls are good. The poor kid the poor guy that's working in there.
Oh, he catches his ration shit.
Yeah. He wants to be a waiter, but he's a gopher.
He's the gopher because the girls are not going to let him. The girls are not going to let him at the table. Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And he lipped off somehow. I don't speak. My Spanish is not that good, but one you could tell from that frisbee, that bread frisbee that came sailing over Abuelita's head to hit him in the teeth was
Sanford. She wasn't the one that threw it. It was the other abuela in the kitchen.
It was her sister or sister-in-law or whatever.
Yeah.
Whack.
Asian mama sons, very similar, yes. You get on the wrong side of them and you will pay for it.
Yep. The Chewy's, it's Gutierrez Family Cafe.
Yeah.
Chewy is the guy that runs it.
Yeah.
Nice guy. A lot of prison art on the wall, or used to be. Used to be. He got discovered about 5 years back?
Yeah.
Somebody discovered Chewy's, and it would be me and Rita and or Jim would be the only Anglo faces.
Yeah.
Now you go in there and there's more Anglos than there are Mexicans, which is really kind of concerning me.
Yeah, and the base discovered it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Base discovered it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do not screw with anybody's grandmother. I don't care what race they're from.
Yep. Whack. Can't believe they just frisbeed a tortilla.
Yeah, Tom, and I'm gonna guarantee you she was dead serious when she said that.
Well, you've got Babushka that took down the Russian drone with a jar of pickles.
Yeah. That was impressive.
A jar of pickles.
Yeah. Ooh, and now they get to play with switchblades. That's going to be fun.
What?
Yeah, they're giving them 6,000 switchblades. Drones.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the waitress at Chewy's. No, they're playing with switchblades.
Remember the pictures that I showed you a few years ago?
Oh, yeah. The Hellfire switchblades.
No, these are the little
the Ginsu.
Yeah. They're getting 6,000 of them. The babushkas are going to have fun. I bet I can get that one all the way over there.
Well,
out the window. The Russians are digging in.
The Russians, absent a miracle, the Russians are going to take Ukraine. But holy shit, are they going to pay for every foot?
Yeah. Oh, Tom, advanced Gherkin deployment specialist.
Yeah. Apparently, there's video somewhere. Pow!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sean. Buzzword bingo. I might have made a few phone calls back when I was working for the government because I was so friggin' bored with the conference call that I was in. I would mute it and call people up and talk to them while I was on that damn conference call.
There's an Africa story. You had one of the old Africa hands, probably, I think, if I'm not mistaken, English Foreign Service, retired colonel, who had retired to Africa with his wife. And the colonel was off doing something. And the one of the hands one of the natives decided that he was something was up, and he was going to murder Madam and loot the house or whatever. Well, the he came sailing in, and Mrs. Colonel drew herself to her full height and told him, "You will get out of here and you will enter properly." So he backed out, shut the doors, opened the doors, and said, "Madam, I am," and then she cut him in half with a 12 gauge. She pulled off the fireplace.
If it works.
Apparently knocked her down.
Yeah.
And the colonel was so chuffed about the whole thing that he was so proud of her.
Yeah, Cedar, I told you that was going to happen.
What was that?
She's got drafted onto a panel at Fantasy. I want to see you play the grumpy grandma.
I will never forget the look on her face when at Liberty Con. For those of you who don't know, if you come to a panel I'm on and you know more about something than I do, I will draft your happy butt up on the panel as Cedar.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. We did a 2-hour indie publishing panel for a number of years at LibertyCon. I don't know if we'll do it this year or not. Probably will.
I believe that we're scheduled for already.
Yeah.
That's us and Indy is like me and the friggin' There I Was panel.
Yeah.
I'll never get away from that.
Yeah. And Cedar was in the audience. It was like, yeah, come on. And Ian went out and got her, dragged her up. Yeah.
Yes, it was exactly like Larry did to me.
Hey, we pay it forward.
Well, to be honest, I got Cedar before Larry got me.
Yeah.
So.
No, that was after.
Nope.
Because that was at LTUE.
Yeah, Larry got me at LTUE, but the LibertyCon before is when I got Cedar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Bullshit, koala.
Happy prom. Happy prom to you.
Hey, have a good one, Joel. When people start saying they don't know anything about anything, yeah.
Oh, RK, you have no idea about panels. There's nothing too obscure. Trust me, I have learned.
Okay, we're going to have to get you and a couple other folks off in a corner because there's going to be at least 4 people there that all have a very similar background.
We know more spooks. I swear to God, we know more spooks. What the hell? Where did all these spooks come from?
Yeah. Hey, no, nothing. Okinawa switch, yeah.
That looks like English.
Yeah, it is. 2600 was the bell tone to get into the bell system. Yes, the fun things we used to do. We used to sit on the ground in Diego Garcia in the middle of the night. That's in the Indian Ocean.
Okay.
Dial up 12235, I think it was, on the HF, and get Scott Air Force Base as clear as you and I sitting here talking right now.
I don't know that we're that clear, but okay.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, Scott, can I get a phone patch too? And give me your home number and call home for free. The only problem was you had to say over every time you finished a sentence. And whatever was said, the folks at Scott got to hear.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So we might have had to remind a couple of folks, you don't talk about the squishy stuff over the radio because for reasons.
There's a my nemesis unit, the lightning fast chicken fuckers. I'm sorry, the something signals intercept group had these great huge antennas, and turns out that they could jam. They're apparently not only could they intercept, they could jam all sorts of stuff. And Tom and RKO probably get this.
Yeah.
We used to grab a 292 antenna, ram it up a chicken's butt, stick it in front of their microwave dish, and tell them to run a test.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Do we know what the topic is? What?
yeah.
At Tolcon?
Yes. Nan, it'll be the cowboy panel. I'll fill you in on the details. It'll be the cowboy and his equipment. So horses, saddles, guns, etc.
Microwave chicken.
Yeah.
And you had to use a 292. If you used any other antenna, it hurt.
Yeah.
The 292 is fiberglass.
Yeah. The metal roof is gone from the backyard. Koala, are you saying y'all are getting some wind out there? Because if you are, that means we're going to get it here, and we might get your roof here.
Gods. Oh, that's not pretty.
No.
Where'd the sky go?
It turned brown.
Crap.
PPS 5 grounds surveillance radar. Yeah. Yeah, flash cubes into the microwave dish is another good one. Speaking of microwaves, the Army, in their infinite wisdom to cut cost, never hardened the tail rotor control on the Black Hawk.
Oh, God.
And yeah, we're at the dry line, Bill.
We're always at the dry line.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody took one end of the dry line and nailed it to Iowa Park because we are.
No, it starts in Marfa, runs through here, up into Oklahoma, and actually extends all the way up into Minnesota.
I'll do you one better. After we got done short sheeting the beds and putting the protein dye in the shower heads and the Nair in the shampoo bottles, I was walking along happy as a clam at high tide. Buy these. You're gonna leave me alone.
Yep.
All alone. Oh wait, you're here.
I'm here.
So here I am, happy as a clam at high tide, bebopping along, thinking sergeant thoughts. And I'm walking past this giant, huge dish, and all of a sudden I vibrate. And somebody sticks, that's odd. Somebody sticks his head out of a van and says, "Hey, Sarge, what? You might want to go see the doc." So I went to sick call, and they asked what the problem was. I said I walked in front of this dish, and suddenly I vibrated. They said, "Oh." So they handed me a cup and a Playboy magazine, said, "Go do what you do best." Well, after they came back and said everything was alive and I'd be okay, I went back to that van intending to give somebody at least a piece of my mind, if not worse. And as I was walking up, I went, "Eek." And they said, "Hey, Sarge." I said, "I got it." Go back and walk in, and they say, "What's happened now?" And I said, "It happened again." And I swear to God, the medic said, "Hey, Sarge, you don't have to come here to be able to do that. You can do that anywhere." Like, smart ass. Ooh. They got a kind of a pink suntan. Yeah, this is the ever since Jim got up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but our feed on this side is getting a little bit squirrely. And the little bar across the bottom here is doing funky stuff. When you got up, our feed started doing squirt. He sat back down and went away.
Huh.
You're not allowed to leave again.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, phone.
Yeah, had to check on. We had a friend go to the hospital this morning. Had to check on him. They took 110 milliliters of water out of his lungs.
Josh, is it better? Should have stopped.
Yeah.
Tell that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Alphabet guys. I really feel sorry for whichever. I'm pretty sure that there's a group and there's an office at Fort Meade that every Tuesday at noon and every Thursday at 3, they start drinking heavily.
Yeah.
Just to get through this.
Anyway, go back to the microwave story. So they started crashing Blackhawks down in Mississippi, Alabama. Cause unknown. And then they started looking at it. This is a regular wind. It is not an electronic watch. It's my old spare tag watch. But they, the more they looked at it, they couldn't figure out what was going on.
Very sparkly for me.
Yes, they are.
And they started investigating. They investigated some more. They investigated some more. And finally, somebody said, well, are there any microwave towers in the area?
Why, yes. Yes, there are.
Oops. As a matter of fact, every crash was traced back to penetrating microwave tower set. And that's when they found out that, oh, maybe we should have hardened that tail rotor.
No.
Because the Navy, the Seahawk version, like the Jayhawk version for the Coast Guard, is hardened because of a little thing called the Spy 1 radar, which they still actually have to shut off whenever a helicopter's flying. But there was this big modification program that the Army was not happy about having to pay for to go back and refit the Blackhawks with basically a Navy system.
I have this mental image, dark basement somewhere, with one single dim bulb and a whole bunch of chairs and a whole bunch of guys sitting in chairs. And I'm go, hi, my name's Phil, and they assigned me to watch these two idiots. Hi, Phil.
Yeah. Now they're microwave towers, Josh. Very definitely microwave towers. The microwave, basically the tail rotor control on the Blackhawk and on the Seahawk and on the Jayhawk is actually electronically activated. And when you fly through microwaves, it tends to do strange things to those control surfaces.
I was in a tank.
Yeah.
Not a tank. Excuse me. I was in a fighting vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom, chaplains with clearances are always interesting.
My name's Phil, and I had to watch Life of the Blanket Fort. Hi, Phil. We're sorry. Hey, baby.
I
Uh-oh.
just had an idea.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Why don't we have a tinfoil hat contest? Like, there will be a prize for the best tinfoil hat
Tolcon?
at yeah.
Oh,
we could do
Fool's
it.
Con?
Well,
I was
we can
thinking
do
of Fool's Con.
All right, you heard it here first.
Mhm.
You come to Fool's Con, there will be a tinfoil hat contest.
We'll have to get the foil.
Yeah.
Mine, of course, will be the best, but I won't be in the running because I'll be a judge, so I won't be able to. I will be disqualified. So anyway,
Yeah.
we could have a tinfoil hat making table, couldn't we?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Oh,
fun?
yes.
I guess that having suggested that I'm in charge of that
Yep.
part of the program.
That's the
Okay,
way that
so-
works.
You won.
All right, so we'll have the stuff you can make. You can bring your own pre-hatted tinfoil, or you can make it there. We'll have some shit you can glue on it and stuff. The kids will love it. Anyway, if you want to bring some spare tinfoil to contribute to the cause, that's welcome. But
I like it.
we'll have some.
And glitter and stickers. With the crown.
I think
Glitter on tinfoil, really?
This is going to be a thing, isn't it?
You've seen the nails, yes.
Yeah.
With those nails,
You
yes.
see those nails across the room.
Yeah.
Glitter on the mattress, glitter on the highway. As the song says. There you go. Glitter early, glitter often.
Stripper dust under the front sight. Yes.
No, it's craft herpes.
Craft herpes.
Yeah.
Are,
Yeah.
are the people in the room saying that they want the tinfoil hat
Well,
contest?
we're out of the. We need to scroll down to the chat.
I was looking at something else. Brunhilda's
Oh, yes.
headgear.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Extra points for lead foil.
Yeah.
When the perfect place for it. Tinfoil Stetsons. Ian, expect pictures.
Tinfoil breastplates.
Yeah.
I like this.
Apparently, Koala made a working tinfoil helmet in college.
Yeah.
Tinfoil codpiece.
Can one of the judging criteria be how effectively it scrambles the blanket fort signal?
Yes.
There you go, babe.
Okay, there we go.
Anyway, to go back up to what Tim Sue said, yes, there was an instance of an Airbus when they first brought them over to the U.S. that did a uncommanded split S from 33,000 to 10,000 because of a spy one radar.
I'll bet that will put a kink in your curlies.
Yeah. Glitter shotgun and a pixie. Seder.
There will be small children there.
I have told you all the story about the stripper dust in my
Yep.
snubby, right?
Yeah.
Good.
And Nancy goes, foil cocked hat, fancy.
Tinfoil beret. And some not so small children.
That's all the rest of us.
Never should have done that.
Nope.
It's all Sanford's fault, damn it.
Oh, Tom, by the way, you're an unofficial affiliate of the North Texas Troublemakers.
Yeah.
So when we're having anthologies, I expect to see an occasional submission from you, by the way.
Dawn, really?
I've totally forgotten what I was about to say. I had something I was going to say. It was pithy and it was pertinent, and work. No, I've lost it again. Dawn, you made me lose a thought. It was.
And she's now saying, Josh started it.
It's completely gone. My job to run the
4-inch aluminum foil high decoy for radars. Yeah.
it was relatively important.
Sanford, you started it. I was stupid enough to run with it.
Anthologies.
No.
Anthologies.
I don't remember. Because somebody said something about Bustier.
Yeah. You were talking about Tom participating in our anthologies. Yes.
Right.
And as soon as they all move to Texas, you will be in the other anthologies too.
Which pinged off onto something else, and I can't remember what the hell it was. My squirrels at a rave.
Now for the oh, it's never even gotten on the tracks.
Oh, where we're going, we don't need no stinking tracks.
Yeah.
If I can talk Mona Lisa, if I can talk my little sister into coming on to it, that'll be a good day. We may have to tie her to the chair.
Yeah. Well,
Scratch that.
She was good.
May have to hold her down. No, scratch that too. She would be good. Especially we need to put a couple White Russians in her first,
oh God.
so she relaxes.
What about Black Russians?
She has a thing for White Russians.
I did not peg her as a dude, but all right.
What?
It's okay.
The dude abides.
The dude
Oh.
abides, yes. Someone will get it.
Well, that's like just your opinion, man.
That went back and forth, and yeah.
Mona Lisa, she came down one time and we started poking the cocktail of a White Russian down her and Rita. Holy crap, that was a fun night.
That was a giggle fest. And some rather pointy comments.
Tracks? Oh no, you won't have. Rita likes martinis, dirty martinis.
I love White Russians though.
And she does love
Yeah.
White Russians. And she likes Saint-Germain spritzers. We actually have a measuring glass that makes a metric butt ton of Saint-Germain spritzers, and she can suck down some Saint-Germain spritzers. Good, that's a really good summer drink.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're about to be in Saint-Germain spritzer season again.
Yeah.
Absinthe cocktails. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, I lost a.
Buffalo Trace bourbon cream and A&W root beer. Oh,
Ooh, 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 ooh. Broke both. What is the amusement about breaking in?
You turn funny colors.
I do that anyway. I'm from Scotland. My entire genetic makeup is from the Hebrides. I turn colors because it's Tuesday. No, Thursday. Because it's Thursday.
Everything's turned colors except your legs. We can see them coming from 2 miles away.
Oh, I almost wore shorts today. It's getting on short season. Yay!
Yeah, your fail mode is amusing.
No, soju's nasty.
Oh God, no.
Soju is nasty. That's lighter fluid.
I've drank soju. I've drank Mekong. Either one of those, you might as well drink the whole damn quart because you're going to have a hangover if you have one shot.
Mhm. Just enjoy it.
Well, the chat is frisky today.
Yeah. And every day.
I behaved myself.
You've been quiet, which has been
Whipped cream vodka? The hell?
That's something ladies will know about. I don't have a current clue
Yeah,
about whipped cream
no.
vodka.
Oh yeah, no, that shit's nasty. Don't do that.
See?
Now,
Yeah, if
I
you-
will admit I do like a dark and stormy, which is Bermuda, gold rum, and ginger beer.
I love a Kentucky Mule. I think it was actually Tom Roggenby that
Yeah,
got me stuck on Kentucky Mules.
yeah.
Because I was it was at LibertyCon, and I was trying to take the edge off for going to a panel so I wouldn't on a
Yeah.
panel. So I was drinking old fashions. Old fashions were not a good idea for going to a panel.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't. Bad idea. I think it was Tom.
Vodkas for deodorizing fabrics.
You're not wrong.
That's used for it.
I think it was Tom that real light Kentucky Mule, light on bourbon, heavy on the ginger beer, and it took the edge off enough I could actually talk in a panel.
Yeah.
Because here I'm not talking
You
to
never
you.
shut up on the panel.
Okay, we need to adjust the ginger beer bourbon a little bit. But here it's not bad because I'm not talking to anybody. I'm talking to a screen. But when I've got a room full of people staring at me,
Yeah.
bloody hell.
Now, Rick, what you're seeing is the sunlight changing because of the clouds.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't had Russian vodka. Russian vodka is very, very rare here. Most of it comes out of Sweden and Finland. Actually, it's better vodka.
The TMC, I gave up on that shit when I left high school. Actually, before I even got out of high school. Ugh. Slow gin, much less Southern Comfort.
Tom, be safe. Let me make the donuts. It's like the afternoon.
He's got to go to work.
Oh, bugger that.
He's still working that odd shift.
Ow, gotcha.
68 below from Fairbanks, yeah.
But no, it's that Gunsmith Joe mixes a hell of a gin and tonic, which is again light on gin, heavy on the tonic. But he uses the low quinine tonic, so it doesn't spin me on my head. For those of you who don't know, the quinine and tonic can really mess with your inner ear.
Yep.
And it's much like a heat injury.
It will actually give you vertigo.
Yeah. Once the quinine has screwed up your vertigo, it doesn't take very much from there on to screw it back up again.
Yep.
And much like heat injury. And so he uses, I think, Fever Tree, which got the quinine in it. It's real light. Got a good quinine taste, but not a whole bunch of actual quinine.
Yeah.
And
Oh, RK, you'll love this. Down working on the American Legion post this morning, which we do 2 days a week. and don't usually have to have anybody go to the hospital afterwards. But something got said about bears this morning, and one of the retired Seabees went, "Oh yeah, there's this place up in Alaska that's got a Kodiak bear and a polar bear standing at the front door." And I went, "Oh, Pump House." He was, "Yeah, that's it." And the third guy goes, "Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that was the one that had the chocolate mousse with little chocolate antlers in it."
I want it noted for the record. I did not jump on the pun about Navy guys discussing bears. I want that entered in my record.
Bears, Bears, not beers. But just the oddity of
He's innocent.
That's all right.
sitting in North Texas and talking about a particular restaurant in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Well, it's Fairbanks. There's like 3 people there and a
Oh
dog.
no, there's a lot more than that. They've even got an Alaskan Bush Company there.
4 people and a dog. It's Fairbanks.
It's a city bigger than Wichita Falls.
Not much.
Yeah, it is truly a small world, Nancy. And what was hilarious was first time met Dot, we got to talking, and I found out she'd been in Fairbanks, and I mentioned Dialson, and she kind of looked at me, and her eyes got big, like, uh-oh.
Joshua got it.
Yeah.
We all got $20. I have to introduce you and Dot to Craig, who's currently living in Alaska.
Yeah. Probably know some of the same places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he's a retired Marine.
Yeah.
So you guys probably know a lot of the same things.
Oh yeah. Probably know some of the same people.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we need to send the box of crayons?
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, it's got some good vodka. Got some damn big moose up there too. And
Moose.
big bears.
Moose, the last surviving and smallest of the Paleolithic megafauna.
Yeah.
Ooh, archaeological dig. I
Yeah.
love archaeological digs. Not when I'm freezing my best friend since 6th grade off.
Yeah. Yeah, we did some stuff up there with P3s back in the day.
I like archaeology because the subjects don't talk to you.
Yeah.
At all. Usually they've been dead for several thousand years, which is an added plus.
Yeah. And that was the same trip I got arrested by the air police up there for climbing a light pole.
Who here has not been arrested by the air police? Those folks have absolutely zero, put your hand down, zero sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of interesting when they found out that the 2 miscreants they were arresting was a E8 and a lieutenant. And then they wanted to know who the boss was. And I said, well, I'm calling for you.
You missed him. He's over there in the bush.
No. This is like 10:30 at night because the Air Force support had not shown up as usual. So we were stringing our own HF antenna and we had to get it up high. So we climbed a light pole. And the APs come around, they drag us down, they arrest our ass. Okay, fine, haul us off. Well, who's your supervisor? I said, well, my supervisor in Montefiore, California. Well, who is it we're going to call? I had the number, and they called Admiral Mattis. And that one got rather interesting for a few minutes.
Yeah, air police have absolutely zero sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah.
The MPs aren't much better.
Oh, we've wasted an hour and 4 minutes of your time today.
Holy crap, we have. Outstanding. And boy, did we have even less of a direction this time than normal.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we have some announcements, I hope. Fingers crossed. Have some announcements on Tuesday.
Yeah, Rick, they try to eat the rudders on the submarines when you surface up there, which I've seen. And they also try to knock the P3 down because they think it's a bird when we're flying down low.
18-year-old machine bun. I want a machine bun.
All right, folks, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe.
Y'all be safe.
And remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff. We'll see you
I
later.
can't believe the court is so quiet this time.
Yeah.